remember we moved out here from the big town of Fishers because we were actually outgrowing the facilities there in Fishers on Landon Road. The population was growing. The second thing is that there was a lot of people that actually lived on this side of what we call the Great Divide.
That divide was State Road 37,
Right.
Yes.
which was a two-lane
No
highway
stop sign.
and a stop sign to cross it.
Stoplight,
No
right.
stoplights.
We were no longer going to be a downtown church. You know, we were going to be a rural church because this was still going to be rural out here because this is right out in the middle of a dairy farm.
And looking back, the old church was much more rural than this is now.
Yeah. Well, I think we all remember the A-frame. That's kind of what I called it. Isn't it glorified A-frame is what it was in the center part. And then remember when we built onto it?
And that
built
was
the
1962.
That was 1962.
December of 62,
And the
the first
fellowship
service.
hall was on the west side, just small room, which had the accordion doors, and you can open it up to the kitchen. And that's where we had most of our meals and fellowship.
The first service that I remember coming here, I was just in awe about walking in and seeing this huge,
The vastness
Church.
of all this.
yes,
Right.
A-frame, all the open air, and just it was so much different and so much bigger than the old church.
I know that when we started, it was a big deal to move out here. And to get the space that we needed, it was going to take a lot of money. And if you could look at the church, the old A-frame portion that was built first, it had a wing on it with some offices, but the A-frame sanctuary, I know to raise, it was $100,000. Now it costs that to build the bathrooms,
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but I think that after a period of time when you've gone through 4 or 5 building projects on this property and see the way it changed, and yet it still stands the test of time being here, I think that is a good thing. The big difference between then and now is that the church has a lot more offerings.
Yeah, sure.
But I think one of the constants is the choir. We've always been a singing church, and we had a excellent choir in the old church, and it has continued on through the last 60 years and before that.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of cool
I think you're
because
right.
a lot of churches have given up their choirs, and
Exactly.
this one's still going strong.
One of the things we have to look at is staffing too.
Oh yeah.
Just think, I remember when your dad came, he was the only person.
No secretary.
There was a part-time secretary volunteer, and that was it.
I folded bulletins Saturday night. That was my job.
You folded bulletins.
No
So I don't know how big the staff is
I was pretty
today,
good at it. No.
but I think the main thing is just how many more people are on the staff, which has been a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, and the number of members, I don't know what the membership size was when we moved out here, but it certainly has grown to whatever it is now. It's much, much, much bigger.
No, the church to me has grown into a lot better church. We reach a lot more people by doing different things, and I think that part has been good. What we have to offer today, our youth leaders are just tremendous, and I think to see that go forward, I think those things have all been big blessings, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, and I think there's a vision for the future too,
Yeah.
with what Mark is wanting to do with the upcoming year about the mission, being focused on mission,
Yep.
outreach into the community.
And I think that's something real nice to look forward to, that now with the return of the mortgage, we can focus on
Yeah.
the future and things besides ourselves. I think that's fun.